If you're looking to buy a new laptop to use for local AI tools, but aren't sure which one to get, then this video is for you. We'll look at what kind of hardware is best for different AI tasks and what type of user you are, so that by the end of the video, you will know exactly which laptop and brand are right for you. To keep things simple, we will look at 3 different user types. The casual AI user, who doesn't want to spend too much money since he's fine with simply trying out AI tools, but doesn't plan on using them regularly. The second type of user is the AI power user, who wants to try out and use all kinds of different AI tools, such as audio or video generation often. To be clear, if you are one of these 2 user types, then you could just as well use a PC, which for the same amount of money will give you a better performance. And if you are undecided and think about getting a PC instead, then you could watch this video for everything you need to know. But laptops obviously have their advantages, so we'll assume that you have a good reason for getting a laptop. And that reason could be that just like our third user type, the Chatbot Enthusiast, you want to use some of the larger open source chatbot models with decent speeds, which, unless you own a Mac Studio or a professional RTX GPU with lots of video RAM, are going to run better on a laptop. But let's start with the casual AI user. The biggest new development when it comes to AI laptops is the MPU combined with shared memory. The MPU handles small everyday AI tasks, while shared memory helps the CPU, GPU, and NPU work faster together. This architecture is far less powerful than a dedicated GPU or unified memory in MacBooks, but it's more than enough for basic AI features. So for our casual AI user, a laptop with an MPU, shared memory, and an integrated graphics card will be completely sufficient as long as you get at least 16 gigabytes of RAM. These laptops are often called AI laptops or Copilot Plus, and they allow you to run some AI tools, even though they run a bit slow. You can find some pretty nice deals, such as these 2 Acer laptops. And while 16 gigabytes are enough for a casual user, keep in mind that your operating system also uses a bit of RAM, so if your budget allows it, I would get the one with 32 gigabytes. A power user who uses all kinds of different AI software, including image, video, and voice generation, as well as chatbots, needs to have a dedicated GPU in his laptop. These laptops often come without an MPU, but you don't need it if you have a good GPU, which is why I would get one with at least 12 gigabytes of VRAM, which is the absolute minimum and will limit you when it comes to image and video generation. So again, if you can afford to get a laptop with 16 or even 24 gigabytes of VRAM, go for it, because you probably won't regret it. You could save some money here by picking a laptop with a dedicated AMD or Intel GPU instead, but you have to be aware that then you won't be able to run a good amount of AI tools which require NVIDIA hardware. So don't do that unless you are absolutely sure that the tools you want to use run on that specific GPU. This is also important to know for the next user type, and that is the Chatbot Enthusiast. Apple was ahead of the curve when it comes to AI, and starting with the M1 chip in 2020, they started using a hardware architecture in the MacBooks which works great for AI. One of the main advantages over Windows is that Windows laptops are using shared RAM, which uses memory that is still physically separated, while Apple are using truly unified memory, which gives you much better performance. Their memory bandwidth is also much higher depending on the MacBook model you get. Just keep in mind that the bandwidth varies a lot within their own product range. And just as a comparison, these are the theoretical speeds of Windows AI laptops, which may not be reached in reality though. I am still happy with my M1 Pro MacBook, but if I had to get one today, it would be one of those. You can see the different bandwidth depending on the type of chip. So for the same price as an RTX 5090 laptop, you can get a MacBook with twice as much RAM to be used for AI. Again, it won't be as fast as on a GPU, but you will be able to run larger models. Some AI tools will not run on a Mac, and image and video generation will be slower compared to a GPU. But for chatbots, these MacBooks are great. And just for the record, the ultimate machine to run chatbots on is the Mac Studio, which can have up to 512 gigabytes of unified memory. But it's not cheap. To summarize everything, with an MPU and integrated graphics, you will not be able to use all AI tools and everything will be a bit slow. So only buy one of those if you don't want to use AI much. Overall, a dedicated RTX GPU will give you the best performance as long as you can fit the models in the VRAM. And if you want the best mobile option to run large language models with decent speeds, then, as you have seen, you need a MacBook. I also invite you to join the AI VT Hub on Telegram, where besides AI news, every day some of the best hardware deals on Amazon are posted by a bot. I built this price bot with a tool called N8N, and if you're interested in how that works, you can check out this video, which shows you the basics of the tool. And if you want to try out the best AI voice tech out there while supporting this channel at the same time, then you could check out 11 Labs using this link. If you've learned something new, then I'd appreciate if you subscribe to the channel or like or share the video, and I'll see you next time.